Hi, this is Carol Atkinson, uh, president of IE Camp, and I'm here to introduce Patrick Poor to you. He has the same heart as I do in treating trauma. I'd love to introduce you, and can you tell us a bit about yourself, Patrick?
Okay, well, I'm a marriage and family therapist. I've been doing that for I think 29 years now, something like that. It's been a long time. I'm focusing mostly on trauma-related issues, PTSD, dissociative disorders, that sort of a thing. I enjoy it. It's very gratifying work, and to help people to recover from trauma.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that have it for sure.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if you've noticed, like since COVID, they're talking about it more.
Yeah. It's become more prominent or obvious with people having to stay home, with their kids and their spouse and driving each other crazy.
Yeah, and the stigma of therapy is just, with most cultures has gone away.
Yeah, I've noticed a dramatic increase in the number of people wanting therapy.
Yeah, I mean, I have almost 20 people on staff and everybody's busy. I'm looking at your training. I was able to do your 2-unit training. I always recommend that to my staff to do. But can you tell us a bit about what you're going to be speaking about on Friday?
Well, I'm going to talk about, there's a huge hole in the training of therapists in the area of dissociative disorders.
Yeah.
It's not taught in professional schools. That's mostly what I'm going to be talking about. Why I think it is more prevalent than most people think it is. What does it look like? What are some red flags to indicate that maybe it'd be worthwhile to assess for a dissociative disorder? And then the specific technique that I use. What's curative? What is curative in treating trauma disorders? And that's something that people can start using with their clients, like immediately. It's going to be a fun presentation. I always enjoy doing that.
It sounds great. I mean, the whole point of us understanding dissociative disorders as disassociation is a coping skill. It's not that unusual at all, and yet a lot of therapists ask me questions about this as if it's not usual. But I mean, disassociation is common.
It's extremely common. Dissociation is a typical tuning out that people do of their environment, like you get engrossed in a book or a movie or highway hypnosis or daydreaming is a real common phenomenon. And that's subject to conscious control. You can start and stop daydreaming anytime you want. Dissociative disorder is that kind of to an extreme, where there's an actual structural splitting in the personality, and when the alters come out, the person feels dissociated. They feel kind of tuned out, and that's not subject to conscious control. And so it's the dissociative disorder that I focus on. Healing that, people feel back in control of their lives, thoughts, feelings, behaviors. It's really cool. It's the only technique I know of that actually has the ability to cure PTSD, for example. So it's a fun process. It's simple, it's quick, it's effective, works with all cultures, genders, etc. issues.
So I know you talk about quick, and my brain goes to solution focused. I mean, how many sessions do you think you do on average?
I just went through almost 20 years of files and pulled out the ones that we took through a dissociative disorder from start to finish, actually healed it. I'm averaging 7 sessions.
That's great. That's great.
And dissociative disorder. That's 250 files that I pulled out, people that actually completed the process, and that includes some PTSD. But it's an average of 7 sessions. I thought it was about 8, so I'm only off by 1. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I like to graduate my clients. I tell them I'm not here to take you captive.
Yeah.
Let's get you in.
Get them in and out. Get them in and out of therapy. Do what's curative. Send them on their way. Curate. Send them on their way.
Absolutely, and I agree with that completely, because some clients think that they're going to be here for years, and every once in a while we may have a case like that, but for the most part, no, that's not the way I work. And it sounds like you're not doing that either.
In the 28 years, 29 years that I've been doing this, and that's how long I've been using this technique,
Mhm.
I think I've had 4, maybe 5 clients who were really long-term.
Mhm.
Short-term therapy is considered up to 20. Anything
Mhm.
beyond that is considered long-term therapy.
Mhm.
Almost all of my clients are done within just a few sessions. It's
Yeah.
amazing. And the
Well,
therapists that I've trained are experiencing the same thing. They're getting people in and out fairly quickly, getting them healed.
Mhm.
Even people who have been in therapy multiple times over the years and just haven't gotten any better. This cleans out all the old stuff, even pre-verbal trauma.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, because there, when you're a baby, you know, you can't speak, but you still can get to that if you're getting to the brain and you get
Yeah.
to the somatic. It's just like amazing, you know, what can happen.
Yeah, and this handles body memories as well. You know, the
Mhm.
somatic stuff.
Of
It's
course.
it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, we are now getting more to somatic work these days. You know, the
Yeah.
more that we're getting trained in various modalities, we are getting to somatic, that where they hold the trauma in their body. So if we can get to that, yeah, but you know, a lot of therapists don't know this stuff, and it's
Yep.
really great to get to the healing.
Yes, I agree.
So with that said, we're going to see you on Friday from 9 to 11. And
Pacific time.
we'll, yes, and I would love your information. Yes, Pacific time. Um, your information, and then we're going to market you everywhere we can today. It's Marketing
Awesome.
Monday. So with that said, you have a great day, and
You
I
too.
will. Okay, you too.
Thanks, Carol.